Hello, my friends. We posted a video on Hermetic Tantra a few days ago, and we've run into all kind of conflicts. One of the things that happens in reality is a concept is presented, and then it gets commercialized extremely well. And there's nothing wrong with commercializing a concept. You have to forgive me, I'm not a professional actor. But, hermetics, think of the word. It's the true original occult philosophy. Sealed, occult, not available to everyone. And back in the early 50s, our community decided that as a result of some of the diffusions and dichotomies that took place during W2, that perhaps things were going a little too far towards the negative. And perhaps it needed a little bit of a positive push. My magic wand here, that's my pointer. Augusta made this for me out of a chopstick. So we run into a situation where we presented this information. We started talking about auras and the Hermetic tree of life and how it related to the chakras and all this other stuff. And boy, one of the nicest things about the military-industrial complex, it did not take the human consciousness long to find out how they could really take advantage of this. You have to remember, the concept of hermetics itself is absolutely non-dogmatic. No dogma. You notice in my little title page here, let me hold it up again. Yeah, do you see that nice little parenthetical thing with a question mark there behind the true? There is no such thing as right or wrong, truth or lie. If you really want to deal with your spiritual growth, there's really no life and death itself. Of course, that's using the big S. The problem we have is everybody's involved with this little s. And we believe, we also say belief is a death of intelligence, and here I am using that word believe. See, it is so complex. Our objective is to introduce you to a non-dogmatic hermetic approach. The difference between Alphys Levy, Aleister Crowley, McGregor Mathers, Pope John Paul or Pope Benedict, Saddam Hussein, or whoever the hell's in charge in other places. See, the whole entire process of hermetics is the whole thing at once. Please take the time to realize that Hitler and Gandhi coexisted. Oh, they were alive at the same time. It's really a pain in the neck when human consciousness has to turn around and say, oh, they were both part of the whole. I'm not quite capable of being Gandhi. I'd sure in hell hate to be Hitler. But see, somehow they're all part of the whole. That's what hermetics really is. This is the real process that we're supposed to do. So this is the follow-up video to that wonderful experience. Excuse me, I chewed tobacco, it's stuck in my throat. This is the follow-up to that wonderful experience I had with my High Priestess Augusta when we did that Hermetic Tantra thing. There wasn't any verbiage. We didn't get to describe it. We didn't have time. It was an accident. We were making other things, playing around for the blog, CovinaHermeticia.ning.com that you see there behind my head. And that was there, and so we trimmed it up and stuff and said, what the hell, we'll put it up. We put it up and we're proud of it. Actually, it would really help everything if we could make it go viral. That is communion. But what we want to do now is introduce you to the rest of the base of the Hermetic philosophy. Remember at all times, I will only go so far. Hermetics is going to remain partially sealed. People are going to have to make various commitments in order to get into the more abstract or fulfilling aspects, some of the real strong meditations or altars and stuff that we use in relationship to this. But I would ask you very seriously to pay attention over here. Now, Aggie's working with the computer, and we're very, very much novices at this, but this is the tree of life. This is like the Kabbalistic or Hermetic tree of life. You see? You got Malkuth, kingdom, grounding, that's red, And then you got this orange thing here. Yes, if you want to be Hindu or Buddhist, you can say your second chakra. And then this is where Hermetics gets interesting. We take that third chakra and we separate it into two. See, so power. So you got victory or peace or you know what I'm saying. You got war and peace. I mean, it's the same power. See, and then you got Tipperate. That's balance. That's beauty. That's heart. The wonderful thing. And then expression. And then intellect. And then, of course, Kether, and up at top, you got Ein Sof and all that. And the blog, Kavina Hermetici, gets into that very much. But look over here at your chakras. See, you get the same thing. Once again, I'll mention Kavina Hermetici. Anyone that really wants to get involved, if they really want to develop, we're finally getting it together where we're going to put together a defined program instead of just irrationally, I guess throwing stuff out there, this, that, or the other thing. We're going to start putting it together. We're actually going to do a little syllabus. But, see, here's your red chakra. See, that's power. That's your ground. That's your ground. And then you got desire and power and balance, expression, intellect, and of course, higher self, that wonderful third eye thing. I'll just give you a little teaser here, folks. See, in the Hermetic philosophy, those of us that actually see auras, we've always said, oh, you're pregnant. And the reason we can tell is because that little egg and zygote got together there, and as they got together, it created a manifestation, that first chakra, that red aspect. Over here, Malkuth on the tree of life, it created that. And so the carrier, the beautiful woman, creating this life, suddenly her health aura, which is usually very bright white, starts turning pink. See? So we say, oh, you're pregnant. Now, most of the stuff you're being told, and most of the way other teachers or so-called adepts trying to present things, they're saying the next one is the orange. See? Now, actually, orange is desire. Listen to me. I am here to tell you that the next one is yellow. It's power. It's power. See, look, I got this little pink thing going over here. Look at that. Okay. If you look at the ancient Eastern charts, you will notice that third chakra, that power chakra, is actually set off to the left side a little bit, but we'll get into that later. I don't want to give you humans too much to go with, but see, I colored it pink. But think, it's once the power of manifestation enters that fetus that the red and yellow together create desire. See? The red and yellow together create desire. This is the desire to be born. This is the desire to manifest. I'm going to leave you now. This is a basic introduction. And I encourage everyone to check out Covina Hermetici. You'll notice we used an I. See right here? COVINAHERMETICIA.ning.com. It's a subscription blog, but it's real cheap. You can get on for, I don't know. $65 a year is what it is right now. We're going to have a monthly soon. But try it out. You want to learn? We'd love to teach you. Feel free to ask questions. You can ask questions and comment right here on YouTube. But feel free. This is an introductory. And we love you. I want you to meet Augusta while we're at it. I get her over here and let her sit down in this chair. This exceptional being. That's my partner. It's my high priestess, Augusta. Okay? Let's say hi, please.
Hello.
You don't want to say anything?
I'd like to tell them a little about the tantra video.
Go ahead.
We're way over
Please.
2 minutes though.
May I? So what? May I go this way in front of you? I'll
Sure.
go underneath you. Yeah. Please do.
Well, for your second video, I imagine if you saw the tantra video, you sort of want to know what was going on there. First, it's really true. We were not touching each other. That was totally a telepathic communication. You notice I was in ecstasy. You notice Kajina looks like he's focused, and he's having a good time, but he's focused. Well, what happened there was Kajina was telepathically sharing with me his day-to-day experience. And I'm sort of looking forward to the time that I can have that experience and still be going around in my normal life like you see him doing. And if you're interested in that, that's what Covina Hermeticia is about.
Say thank you very much.
Thank you very much.